today we have... Wait, what?
Hello.
Oh, okay. We got Tristanartandairsoft on. How are you, Tristan?
What's up, Degenerates? How are you? I'm doing good.
I'm being as degenerate as possible.
Yep.
You did promise me a degeneracy show, so
Well,
I am the head degenerate here, so...
Our main theme is degenerate weeb shit, so I think you might fit in.
Degenerate weeb shit is a subcategory. Degenerate shit is a more broader term that I specialize in when it comes to airsoft memes.
I see. Show me the thought facts.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I should get those patches sold again. But anyway, I'm here. You're here. Let's talk.
Ray is here.
Ray is here.
I am here.
How's life?
Eh,
It just doesn't get any better, it just gets worse.
all the time.
Doesn't that happen when you age?
Yeah, basically.
Sounds about right. You grow up, you have to spend money on shit, and you don't have money anymore, and broke all the time. You're just like, I hate my life.
Sounds like a you problem.
It's more of a Ray problem, but, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But either way. Yeah. Basically, our whole shit is, we kind of play Airsoft, and we kind of do a lot of other things.
Yeah.
I bet you do.
Exactly. And we try and be funny. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work.
Never works.
Ray, check your phone.
Why do I need to check my phone?
So
Either way.
Yes.
I have to apologize because I know you came on the Task Force podcast, our buddies over there, and they have the bougie shut up. And now you're coming here, and it is the most shoestring budget, ghetto rigged podcast in existence. So I have to apologize about that.
No worries. I mean, like, a podcast is a podcast. At least someone wants to talk to me.
Well, you see, I wanted to have you on for a long time, so it was actually really funny when you hit me up and asked how to get on this shit show.
Yeah, because I was wondering. I'm available. All you have to do is ask. And then I just, like, decided to one day ask, and I was like, fuck it. Might as well ask anyway.
Well, we're glad you did, because, we suck at talking to people.
Isn't that any introverted, degenerate bastard?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. It's
We
like
know
I'm
how to talk
looking
to
at
anime
Ray.
girls.
No, you can't talk to anime girls. They always say the same thing, even when you rewind.
Yeah.
Ah, I see you're a degenerate.
Hello
as
there.
well.
Oh, Andre.
General Kenobi.
Hey, Andre, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
Glad that you can make it on.
Wow. Let the shit show begin.
Yeah.
Indeed.
We're all gonna have a terrible time. This is Andre, our third
Our
degenerate.
northern correspondent.
Ayo.
Hello.
Let's get this started. Cole, go
Yes.
on.
So, we're having Tristan on because he hit me up because he wanted to figure out how to get on this shit show, and I was like, I want you on this shit show. And
You
now
should have asked.
It's de-escalated, or no, it's escalated in a downward motion into a degenerate abyss. And he was supposed to come on last week, but Ray decided to have a birthday instead. Happy birthday, you old bastard.
Sorry.
Oh, that's what it was? Sheesh.
Yep.
How old are you at least? Let me ask.
23.
What the fuck? I'm 32.
Eh,
Very nice.
what can you do?
Man, you're still figuring out your life. Your balls haven't dropped yet. Shit.
I wish I could say that, but I can't.
But
man.
these balls are dropping in your mouth. You like these little Chinese nuts with the little sausage? Ha ha!
Wait, what kind of sausage?
Oh, it's the Chinese sausage. But I'm not
Chinese
actually
sausage.
Chinese, I'm Filipino.
Ah, all right. So it's gonna have a little bit more spices, what I'm hearing.
No, it's basically adobo sauce with some vinegar and garlic. Probably
Yeah,
with that.
Not too
Probably
bad.
with that spicy aroma all over.
I mean,
Come on, let's talk about Airsoft, not about my little 2-inch Punisher. Shit.
Hey, but you just quoted like my favorite movie of all time, so
Ha!
I'm
Gay!
dying over here. I love it.
So long, gay boys.
well, that being said, thanks for the segue. How
Okay.
did you get started in airsoft?
Airsoft, I started in a place in a flea market called Ricochet Tactical in Levittown, New York. It used to be a target range and a kill house obstacle course. So I go in curious and everything. I pay my rental fee, my admission, and I just shoot the targets. I basically started as a target shooter, and I've done some kill houses, some target competitions. Then they had to open up their field, and then that's how I got my feet with player versus player. So after I did player versus player, I developed my skill set, my play style. And one day I was like, yeah, I'm playing Airsoft now. I'm actually playing Airsoft, not target shooting, Airsoft. So now, funny thing is, the 40mm grenade launcher spa, that started when some guy got blasted in the back while I was playing, and he asked me to blast him in the back again with my grenade launcher. So, because he had like back problems, so I was like, okay, let me blast you again. And then I blasted him again, and he asked, and I blasted him again, and I was like, my Asian ass and these BBs remind me of acupuncture in a spa. So I was like, 40mm grenade launcher spa.
I honestly thought it was like you get in a hot tub, the water going over you. That's what I thought it was, but I guess
No, it's a
acupuncture
deep
works
tissue
great.
massage with
Sounds
every
great.
single BB.
Especially when you get shot in the ass.
Oh, I love ass shots. I used to start with facials, but then it was frowned upon. I facialed speed softers. I facial people who creep around the corner, and I was like, this is kinda dangerous. So let me go for the more satisfying, more humiliating finish. So I went with ass shots.
Right.
A respectable man.
Ray, being our correspondent from the Speeds Off community, how do you feel about getting a 40 mic to the face?
If I'm running too fast, feel free to take the opportunity.
No, I'm not taking that opportunity. That would be too easy. The 40 mic from Airsoft Innovations, it's a great weapon, but I would not wish it upon my worst enemy. Because once I bought that shit,
if we're talking
I
about
was
that
like,
specifically,
I was like, can I try this on myself? I asked my friend, can I try this on myself so when I use it, I don't have anyone bitching and moaning about it because I got shot with it and I thought it was okay. Worst mistake ever. But 21,000 views on that one on Instagram at least.
nice.
Worth it.
Yeah, he shot it, but the air recoiled a little bit up from the JPC and hit my upper chest.
Ooh.
With bare shirt, and I was like on the floor for 30 seconds. No, it was like, oh my god, he needs some milk. He needs some milk.
Okay, so it seems like you really like using the 40mm grenade launchers. What would be your opinion if somebody made a belt-fed grenade launcher for Airsoft?
A belt fed?
Yeah.
Now thinking of the function wise of it, instead of the aesthetics wise, I would not do that. You want to know why? Because I've mounted grenade launchers on top of grenade launchers. That shit is heavy. So a belt-fed grenade launcher would not be the most feasible option.
Okay, yeah, you're not wrong.
So what you're saying is that you would like a bandolier.
I've tried bandoliers too, but they are very cumbersome. I like Molly vest pouches instead.
Okay.
Because you could shoot one of those silver primer things and then it would go off. Something to think about.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? Either way, I have another question for you.
Yeah.
What was your first gun?
G&G Armament CM16 Raider. My very first airsoft gun.
That was a long time ago. Not bad.
That was 2018, like prior. No, actually 2016, 2015, actually.
I mean, definitely still a good gun.
It is. It held up pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I burnt the trigger contacts within 6 months, though, because I kept doing target shooting again and again. I actually versed the field owner on a target shooting competition.
Really?
And we had like a little rivalry going on here and there.
Well, Tristan,
He beat my time, I beat his time. We got it down to like 8 random targets in like 2.4 seconds or something. And I came up on top of that. And I used to have like all the rankings on the target obstacle time course. And I was like shooting targets the fastest.
What was your fastest time in a kill house?
In a kill house, I think I did like 16 seconds when I was running and everything through the targets. And mind you, these were like repetition targets. It's just like once you learn the course, you develop your timing and your shots.
Yeah.
So it's not like a random kill house.
That's still very impressive.
Yeah. And I've loved target shooting a lot. It even landed me in Taiwan.
Wait, what?
Do you know G&G Armament had a world shooting competition?
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that.
2017 finalist.
No.
Competitor.
Oh.
No shit.
No, I could tell you about that, so give me a moment.
Yeah,
So-
I'd love to hear it.
So, you know that Met system, that 25 round, that bubble thing, the rack? There's a Met system. It's like a bunch of lit targets. It's 5x5.
I'm not familiar, at least. Is anybody?
Oh, it's a target system where it pops up random bubbles, and then you have to shoot all the random bubbles and in the fastest time. So, I went to a local field and did the qualifier. I heard that the World Shooting Competition needed a partner, so I got one of my friends, Carl, from Shrike Tactical, and we did the qualifiers, and we were actually second fastest in the nation, so we actually ended up going to San Francisco to meet up with G&G Armament Warehouse marketing director, and actually the daughter of James Lau. Then we went to Taiwan, stayed there for 3 days or something to compete. We ended up getting 18th out of 30th place, and we flew back. And this was hotel free, flight free, food somewhat free. It was a fun experience. One of the greatest achievements in my airsoft career. It was basically, the competition was target shooting and obstacle course. Like, the stuff I'm used to, but it was actually 10 times better than what I had in the States.
That's awesome, actually.
Yeah, that's super freaking impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm a little speechless. Wow. That's... Is
I
this
could, since I have you on the Instagram, I could just show you that link, but of course we're on audio.
Yeah, we haven't reached that level of bougie yet.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Go ahead and send it
Yeah.
over, and we'll take a look at it after.
Okay. Yeah, so anyway, I went to San Francisco, Los Angeles, all that fun shit. It was pretty good. I actually landed an interview with the National Philippine news video, like one of their articles.
Really?
Yeah, so there was like, I was like walking to them. I was like, "Hey, are you guys from the Filipino channel?" And they were like, "Oh yes, we are from the Filipino channel." And I was like, "Okay, can I get an interview? I'm Filipino too." And I was like, next thing you know, my mom's looking at on the TV on their Filipino channel. I was like, "Oh fuck." That's my son. That's my son. Oh my god.
That's hilarious, dude.
So I sent you that on the Going Dark Airsoft DMs.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, dude.
So I'm on 18th place.
Tristan Villanueva. Wow.
Tristan Solidum Villanueva. And these Filipino news crew was like, they got 14th out of 30th, and I called bullshit on that because they actually got 23rd.
Really?
Yeah, they actually got 23rd. They said in the video they got 14th out of 30th, but I called bullshit because I'm looking at their rank right now. It's 23.
Are you not allowed to challenge it, or is it just like?
No, I'm not challenging it. They just straight up lied, and I called them out on their bullshit.
Fair enough.
I mean, let's be honest. That's still pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow. Just wow. I didn't know you're that good of a target shooter. Do you prefer it over Airsoft, or do you actually like...
I kind of like it over Airsoft, but not much target shooting opportunities, you know?
Yeah, I would say it's
more a niche.
Yeah.
Airsoft is a niche. Target shooting is even a smaller niche.
Yeah, because it's just like if you're in the gun community proper, then going to an obstacle course or a kill house with real firearms, it's a little bit more like you see it a little bit more, at least in the middle of the country. But specifically, if you're using Airsoft and you're target shooting with Airsoft guns, I can imagine that there's hardly anything around for that, especially now since the popularity of like Airsoft itself has grown.
Yeah, there's a few like shooters who I know, well, not personally known, but I've heard of. They use Airsoft, and then they transition to real firearms, and they just go to town. That Leicu Tactical Lucas T-Rex Arms video is a prime example of that.
Yeah, where you had
and then you got all the FUDs who shoot the roof of the shooting range, and they feel like they're on top of the world, but they shot the roof. They didn't miss the targets. You know what video I'm talking about?
I know
he
exactly
shot the roof.
But yeah, it's it's a real interesting transition to go from Airsoft to real steel, because you have the gun skill. There's like practical gun skill that you learn while playing Airsoft, which obviously it's definitely a different feel, but overall it's the same thing, at least when it comes to mechanisms and operations, when it comes to your hands.
Definitely.
It's a very similar experience. Like, I recently got real steel. I have a Glock and an M4, just or whatever, right? And the only thing that I can tell that feels initially different is, one, the weight, and two, the
recoil.
Yeah, but I've shot guns before, so it wasn't exactly like shocking. But yeah.
And the bullet casing and the muzzle flash.
Nah. Like I said, I've shot guns before prior to this. It was mostly just like, and I'm mostly just talking about like the mechanics and the feel of the gun itself.
Okay, yeah.
It's really just the weight, and all the parts are heavier. Obviously, they have to be a lot more sturdier, so they can handle a micro explosion. But other than that, if I compare my Airsoft Glock to my real Glock, I'm like, in hand they feel the same.
Yeah, they got a Glock licensing though, so they had to actually live up to the Glock name, I would assume.
Yeah. This was prior to the Glock license, though. This was
Oh,
Armorworks?
KJW. Oh,
yeah,
God.
WeTech one.
Oh, even worse.
Well, it's a modified WeTech. It's
Okay,
somebody
slightly
bought the
better.
somebody bought a WeTech and then made it and then resold it.
Oh my
Very
gosh.
nice.
So
That's
he
kind of
flipped
interesting.
the gun. Wow.
Well, I mean, it's a company that does that for that exact purpose.
Oh.
Yeah, it at least was professionally done.
Now with me, I like my gun stock.
You a
I
Tokyo
agree.
Marui guy?
No, not even. I don't like high kappas.
Really?
No, high kappas are a gimmick in my opinion.
What's your go-to?
My G&G Armament GTP9, and you might be wondering why. Well, with green gas, I like my green gas. I don't like the shit with CO2 with the cartridges. I just like to put the nozzle from the green gas into my
Understandable.
magazine, and that's it.
That's
I'm not much of a recoil person because the CO2 does a recoil, but with the green gas, I could stay on target. But with green gas, I would need to make sure it's not getting cold. Now, the G&G Armament GTP9 has this type of whirlwind chamber feature, which limits the amount of, green gas freeze up, in my understanding. So, I'm able to shoot more with it without it freezing up, like the Glock does.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Glock uses a normal nozzle, but then the G&G Armament one, GTP9, it has less freeze up, so I could shoot more. I put a lot of thought into this.
Yeah, I can tell.
Genius.
Yeah. The GTP9 is a really nice pistol. I had one for a little bit.
I had 3 of them.
Nice.
Yeah, they're a pretty popular gun for me, of course. Other fuckboy, high capo wannabe fuckboys would be like, oh my god, you can just look at upgrades and shit, and then you can put anime stickers on your grips. And I'm like, I'd rather be stock and beat your ass with my stock GTP9 instead
And
of
you
your
can
upgraded
slap
high
anime
cap.
stickers on anything.
No, I'm not slapping anime stickers on my GTP9.
Why
I
not?
like it stock.
That's actually respectable. I can understand that.
Because if I rely on upgrades, I get upgrades for player versus player, but with target shooting, I'd rather prefer stock. Because with the parts, the part is as strong as the weakest part in that gun. So let's just say maybe a spring's fucked up, or a motor is too much for the gears or whatever. I'm no tech myself, but I rather prefer stock because the stock is what the R&D department figured out themselves, because they're the person who's selling it. So they got to put their necks on the line to make a good product. But if I'm just doing aftermarket parts and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, I could just put X, Y, and Z, and then it will fuck up on me when I need it the most.
Yeah,
You get
that's
what I mean on
understandable.
that?
Yeah, that's why a lot of people don't modify their cars because
No, people modify their cars up the ass here.
I know. Oh, in New York in particular.
New York,
I mean, they do
and
everywhere. Let's be
California.
honest.
There's a place in California. I see their Instagram. They put anime shit on their Honda Civics, and I'm like,
Everybody in LA does that.
Andre, is there something you'd like to share with the class?
I mean, I haven't done it yet. I've been thinking about a whole bunch if I were to ever get a Mini Cooper, because I think that'd just be freaking hilarious.
No, you'd be. But no.
He's already a weed. It's okay, you can call him.
But if you're going all retard, you might as well go full retard. So
I mean,
can't
yeah,
be
just
like-
freaking full send. I was going to get the, the waifu prison. Have you heard of that? It's a little box that actually plays a short audio clip whenever you turn on your car.
Okay, you degenerate weeb.
Hey!
I mean, it's the name of the company that I'm gonna make.
I mean, next thing you know, you're marrying a body pillow.
Already done it.
Well, I am engaged, but not to a body pillow.
I mean, they make custom body pillows and they make custom art with people, so you're kind of close enough.
Get your wife drawn as a waifu.
Yeah.
I don't think she'd be too happy.
Well, at least the wife leaves. You have the copy of her as a body pillow, right?
Yeah, you just have in your closet, and she's gonna be like, "I need to go, honey. I'll be a week." And you're like, "Don't worry, I got you right here."
Yeah, I got you in body pillow form.
We totally need to do that to Jaden.
Oh yeah, we should.
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen.
Anything on my airsoft thing?
Yeah, I do actually have a few more questions regarding it.
Shoot.
So, my main question is, wow, I just lost it. I'm terrible.
Shoot your load. Come on, shoot your load.
How low in life do you have to be to create an airsoft meme page like yourself?
Okay, so airsoft memes. Let's just go from the beginning. So, in high school, I used to draw comics about my classmates, and some of them were pretty raunchy. I used to have a streak of making fun of classmates in my comics. One example is, let's just say, my Indian friend. He made the suggestion of curry cigarettes. So I was like, okay, let me draw that. And I was like, yeah. And then it just evolved into curry gasoline, and the exhaust is like the smoke you inhale. So, given that a few years with developing my strange degenerate anime meme bullshit play style and my way of thought, I started to do airsoft, and then I was like, I'm learning more enough that I can make memes now out of airsoft, like relatable memes. So it starts with relatable memes, because the most relatable is the most funniest, because with a meme you're trying to share a feeling, a relatable emotion of either frustration or pure joy, depending on what type of medium that meme is, whether it be one picture or another. So, that being said, how low in my life am I to make airsoft memes? I'm pretty not low, actually, as a matter of fact. When I make airsoft memes, I'm actually pretty happy because I'm actually showing off my creative streak and my way of thought.
I gotta say, the one that you made of, what is it? The task force guys, when they were like, "Mean me, daddy."
Oh no, that
Classic.
it just that when he turned into Chicken Little.
No, I can't. Let me find. I gotta find it.
Did he have the Sig M Pro Force and the Marlboro cigarettes, and it was like a chicken little kid?
I mean, it's probably pretty down there. I gotta find it first. But...
Yeah, that's probably it. So.
Although the Marlboro and the Fiji water was pretty good.
Oh, that one. The one with the Twinkies. He was. It's like how a comedian makes jokes.
Uh-huh.
So let's just say I'm talking to you. I actually have some video. I could roast you about like maybe the shirt you're wearing, the shit you're doing. Like, I don't know. So I make my assumption based on what I see, and I make a meme.
Okay. I do have.
It's
to
like
say,
how a comedian develops comedy material.
My all-time favorite though is the e-bike Matt pirate pistol one.
Okay, yeah. So with that one, the absurdity adds character to the meme. So let's just say a flintlock, one shot, whoop-de-fucking-do, and then you got the pirate hand. So you're trying to capture that raw emotion, that raw feeling of like what is happening. Like you're caught in the moment of it, and then you translate that into a relatable meme. So one shot would be like the good side of it, and the bad side of it is be like all the targets plinking down, being like taken away by a swoop of a hook. It's just like the bad side of it. So you get what I'm going with this process, right?
You should totally make one of us like out of that one.
I wish you had more meme material, to be honest.
I'm sorry, but if you would like a picture, I will send you pictures.
They better be compromising.
I'm sure we can get something compromising.
I mean, I'm sure you guys are like close to each other. I mean, you could get even closer. You know, smirk emoji, smirk emoji, smirk emoji.
Now we're talking about language. Not right now, Jesus.
All right. So that's how I develop memes. Like, if I'm making fun of you, that's a meme, in the TLDR version.
Mm-hmm. What's your personal favorite meme that you made so far?
Not really a meme, but actually a video.
Mm-hmm.
The bag dump.
The bag dump is awesome.
Yeah, so Airsoft Pro League. So with the Airsoft Pro League, I was just invited, and if I had known this was going to be, you know, the thing it is, I don't know if I would have done it or not. But anyway, I played my set. I did my team thing, and I was like, okay, I lost, so whatever. So I lost on the first round because they decided to show us the field, the hour of, no, not even the hour of, the last 15 minutes before we actually competed, and we were caught with our pants down. We did not have any shit chance of winning. But anyway, I was like, okay, I lost. I'm in the staging area. They're doing their thing, production, hoo-ha and stuff. And no, it gets, hold on, Degenerate. So they asked me to be a contractor because one of their contractors had to go out and go to work. So you see where this is going, right? Mm-hmm. So I decided, okay, let me play a contractor. Let me do my own thing. Okay, let's see. So I had this bag of 6mm plastic BBs in my on my person. And I was like, let me just have this just in case I have the opportunity. And then I actually had the opportunity to dump the bag of BBs on the guy.
Oh,
that is one of my crowning meme soft achievements in my airsoft career. And that's about that, yeah.
How was I mean, you've talked about it a ton of times, but
what?
How was your experience with the Airsoft Pro League?
First it was fun, then it got kind of weird because, okay, so as I'm preparing my stuff for the Airsoft Pro League shoot, the marketing guy, we're not mentioning him, but anyway, we're just calling the marketing guy, is on ASAP podcast doing his own hoo-ha thing. And he starts talking about, he gets off track, and I'm like preparing my things, I'm listening to the podcast, and I'm starting to cringe. And then next thing you know, I'm there, the production crew is like, where is everyone and where is everything, and they're starting to have problems already. Then I learned that my initial team that I was supposed to be paired up with did not know it was going to be a 3-day shoot, and let's just say it wouldn't work out if you were not local. So these guys were coming from like New Jersey or Pennsylvania or whatever, and they decided to just flake out on me. So I was stuck with a bunch of randos. And then I did my interview of the Airsoft Pro League, like doing my thing. And mind you, this was the first day of shooting. And then the second day is where I got my ass handed to me and did the bag dump. And I decided not to come on the third day because I know it was like some shit's going down. And so, when I tried to shoot those balloons, my BBs bounced off on that. So it was like, and the production and everything, it was solid, it was top notch, but just the logistics and planning of it just seemed...
that everything that they said about having a professional fighting league and everything, none of that transferred over?
What professional fighting league?
That they claim to have. It was like a feeder league for the UFC.
What? No, the guy who promoted it was in MMA fights. He was a promoter for MMA fights. But he tried to venture into Airsoft with us cousin fuckers and weeaboo Degenerates. And he bit off more than he could chew.
This is true.
Let's just say this was all hyped up. But inside is a bag of rental floor BBs.
Yeah. I feel like it had a lot of potential. Like, I watched the free video, and it looked like the production quality looked decent, but it was cheesy as hell.
Yes.
And the camera angles were bad.
And the drones flying around too.
Yeah.
I mean, I have respect for the drone pilots. They got a lot of good shots, but like the camera, how it was promoted, how it was like spammed on every Facebook forum until they were blue in the face, and how it like fared in the internet forums, plus the fact that they were supposed to release it on October or whatever, and then it went to Black Friday, and then it went to January, then it went all the way until 1 year of the shoot, and then now they're supposedly supposed to put it out by the end of October, but hey, what do I know?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Jeez,
You know Airsoft Global League?
Yeah.
On Instagram?
That page, didn't you?
Huh?
Didn't you get control of that page?
Yes. Yes, I did.
And the APL Meme League video on your YouTube channel
That is me.
is amazing.
Yeah. Because I've had enough of waiting, and I've had enough of the miscommunication and bullshit. And I was like, might as well just send it off like that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And this is why I probably wouldn't land anything else, like, in that professional type of setting, because those KWA fight nights, they would probably think I'd meme the shit out of them, so they'd probably want to steer away from me, but I hope they don't.
So what do you think of the KWA
If they had, like,
fight
an
nights?
invitational, I'd fucking go.
But have you watched any of them yet, or like, what are your thoughts on them so far?
Bare bones, but it gets the job done. So, if I were to compare Airsoft Pro League to KWA Fight Night, first of all, KWA Fight Night actually released. They actually delivered. They actually have objectives that make sense. They didn't have teams, it's just a one-on-one, which makes it more intimate. Plus, they had the personalities of each Airsofter, which is a nice touch. Aerosol Pro League was too much on the personality and not enough on the gameplay. They had shit tons of B-roll footage and 7 minutes of gameplay. KWA Fight Night knows what the fuck they're doing. Airsoft Pro League doesn't. What the fuck are you typing?
Just quick message to someone.
Clicking a dick pic?
Yes.
I bet you are. But anyway, my experience, I wish it was KWA Fight Night instead of Airsoft Pro League.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It sounds like Airsoft Pro League was a complete shit show.
A little more than that. A lot more than that. If I knew this was going to be like that, I would not schedule PTO for it.
And you got your money back, right? You got your refund?
No, so initially when I made that May post with the Zelda Majora's Mask meme, I was like, okay, maybe I'll get some attention. And then the email from the producer is like, oh, if we're not done with it on May, we'll refund money. And then May hit, and then passed. And then they were like, oh, if you want your refund, contact the email so we can get you your refund. So I was like, I'm not dealing with this anymore, type of thing. So I just left it as that, and then made the APL Meme League video.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you 100%.
I'm not mentioning his name. I'm not mentioning anything other than Aerosol Pro League. That's it.
I don't even remember the dude's name, but he was a slimy scumbag, that's for sure.
We dare not mention his name, lest he get clout and hype.
Didn't they want wasn't it like $60 for people to get?
No, it was $24.99. Then
Okay.
they had the Black Friday sale made in 1999 or 1997.
Okay, but still, asking $25 for airsofters who usually don't have any money, that's hard. That's a hard sell.
I could get floor BBs for cheaper.
Exactly, and then you could go and watch KWA Fight Night
For free, if you have YouTube Premium, but or you could just deal with an ad, and that's it.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, if you had proven it before, and you had guaranteed big names, and you had shown that, you're putting out constant quality shit,
And then you actually deliver.
And you deliver, I would pay the money. I'd say take
I
my
would
money.
too.
But the problem is none of that happened. And they just
No, it was just hype show.
As long as somebody in the community is doing what the airsoft community wants, like KWA Fight Night.
Oh God, yes.
Then if that's the worst, as long as somebody is doing it right.
No, APL did it wrong. KWA did it right.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if APL is the worst thing, at least somebody's doing it right, being
KWA. Yeah, that's for damn sure.
While it is bare bones, they're doing it right. They really
No,
are.
bare bones is actually better because without the flashy frills and
You
nothing
get
to
more
show for
gameplay,
it,
you get more
yeah,
shit out of your time.
yeah, and it's a smaller area and it's more intimate with the personalities of the people.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, people are. It's like a slow burn. Well, Airsoft Pro League was like a small lollipop. You keep sucking on it, and then you get to the end of it, and there's like, where is it?
True.
While KWA is just like a nice big fat cigar, and you just smoke it and puff it, and you enjoy the aromas and flavors of it. And you don't even need to finish the cigar. It was just you're satisfied enough for life.
And then you can save it for later.
What my favorite part so far about KW Fight Night is that they've been involving the community in it. Like they have Cole from ASAP who's doing the play-by-play. They have Punk doing a wrap-up show, and then they have the task force guys doing like a pre-game thing, like a pre-fight. I mean it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. Instead of Aerosol Pro League just being like, "Hey, we're the shit, and we're inviting everyone." It's like a fucking. It's just like one of those like club parties that you had to be a VIP, but it ended up being locals in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of
It was
locals
just
in
too
the
hyped
area,
up.
do you know what is his name? 5B Tactical. Do you know Primetime?
Yes, Five Boroughs Tactical.
Yeah.
He was on the Airsoft Pro League too. So was Airsoft
Really?
Spartacus, Shrike Tactical,
No way.
NYC Insomnia, just to name a few. Days FPV, he was one of the drone pilots. Chris Zapier, DDA Sippy, a bunch more teams too. Blackjack Tactical, the ones I dumped a bag of BBs on, and a few other competitors. Just to name a few names that I could remember off the top of my head.
Damn, we're gonna have to get Primetime back on here and ask him about that.
Yeah, I'd love to hear his side of it. I'm sure it'd be similar.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well,
Hey, if you want to get a board of like airsoft players who did the APL shit, you might as well get like a board, like a talk with all the APL players, if ever.
Yeah, that might be interesting to do.
Yeah, that might actually be very interesting.
But we gotta run tonight, and you gotta go to bed, Tristan. So
No, I gotta go play Call of Duty.
Oh,
Shit.
makes sense. But thank you so much for coming on, dude. It was awesome having you on. We'll have to get you on again.
Yeah, definitely. Without all the degeneracy, or what?
Or degeneracy.
Oh, wow. I thought this was all the degeneracy. I was about to say.
No, it
that's
can get much worse.
Far worse. We want
I was wondering.
We're trying to be professional right now.
No, we have not been professional at all. I have
The key
muddied
word that Ray
names.
said
I
was
have-
try.
Yeah.
I have muddied Airsoft Pro League. I have muddied my name. I have done weird shit.
Apologize to your mother.
Fuck no. She knows what I do.
And you're proud of it.
Yeah, I kiss my mother with this mouth. I curse out
Oh
loud.
man. Oh man.
Mm.
Well, where
She
can everybody
sometimes
find you at?
embraces it.
Where can the people find you, guy?
Yes, Tristan Art and Airsoft on YouTube and Instagram. So TRISTANARTAND Airsoft. All one fucking long line. Because I know on YouTube people are be like Tristan Art and then they put the space and then Airsoft. No, it's all one fucking line.
No space bars.
We'll be
Tristan
sure of
Art
obviously
and
put it in
Airsoft.
the description, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well,
Subscribe to
thank
my YouTube so I can actually get money now.
you. Hell yeah.
As if.
I'm on-
We are on the same boat, bud. Don't even worry.
Yes.
No, YouTube money changes people.
This is true. This is true. Ray, thank you for moving stuff a day early, and thank you, Tristan, for moving stuff a day early.
That's cool, yeah.
And thank you, Andre, for coming on last minute, like usual.
No worries. I'm doing nothing most of the time.
Yes.
I bet you aren't.
And this show is made possible by our friends over at Spooky Stickers. Andre, what's in the works at Spooky Stickers right now?
We're about to launch an ad campaign for our new holographic material, and we're going to be altering the prices just a little bit, dropping them a couple bucks.
Spooky stickers.
Yeah, I run a sticker company.
Let me, you gotta send me that one.
Yeah,
That
sure.
was
I
serious.
just followed you on Instagram, so I'll shoot you our website.
Okay.
You can also find us on Instagram at Spooky Stickers. The last S is actually a Z.
Oh, that's why I've been looking at this thought. This is the wrong Instagram account. Oh, shit. Oh, there you are.
Yep.
Follow.
Well, thank you, listeners. I know we got some new ones from the Task Force show, so thank you guys for subscribing and listening to the show. It is appreciated. Time is the only thing you can't make, but you can give. So thank you for giving your time to listen to us. It means a lot. So thank you, everybody. Good night. Good morning. Have a good time and call your kids.